Hi guys, how are you all? I just wanted to make a video about Terminator Dark Fate movie. I watched it twice or thrice rather. So let's get started. Let's get one thing straight. Fans like me who are emotionally connected to all earlier movies were from different time. Terminator 1 released in 1984 and Terminator 2 Judgment released in 1991. Both before I was born. I'm 26 now. In modern times and today's age, women are presented boldly and are performing challenging stunts and are capable of doing almost everything a man is capable of. And I don't know if it's a Marvel route. There's also a bit of comedy in the movie. My dad, who is an engineer and orthodox by nature, he introduced me to the Terminator series, Terminator Part 1 and Part 2. We saw Part 3 in theaters together. I honestly enjoyed T1, T2, and T3. T2 being my favorite. I watched T4 in VCD. T5 I watched first day, first show with my dad. Honestly, T4 and T5 would give me same level of feeling. Both are okay, but not bad in any way. Stuck with the idea of John Connor being the leader of Resistance. We get to see young Kyle Reese in Terminator 4 Salvation and in T5 the timelines converged and it was titled Terminator Genesis. When Kyle was sent back in time to protect Sarah, and before being transported, Skynet finds John Connor and infiltrates him. Presence of humanoid robot made T4 and T5 more special. I mean a Terminator similar to Arnold's in first three movies. In Terminator 4, Marcus, and in Terminator 5, The Return of Arnold. I'm talking about the age old robot with superhuman strength, tactical analysis, and he could study all the things around him. You can see the animation through his eyes. There is something about the T800, the T850, and T101 models. They look terrific on screen. Hats off to the first three movies in making use of technology in their time to create masterpieces. I am a Terminator fan and will go and watch every movie they release. Terminator franchise positives physical fights and conversations about the future and consequences of actions carried out by the lead characters. So, one tip is never miss the beginning of any movie. Either you get visuals from the future or engaging dialogues, and it sets the tone for the entire movie. There wasn't any bullshitting around with the dialogues either. Each line had a meaning to exist on the script. Also, I feel deep pain when evil Terminator kills innocent people in order to fulfill his mission. The franchise also, in a way, teaches us to value human life more. Remember Sarah Connor's dialogue in T2, where she says, Humans created the atom bomb. We never enjoy the process of creating something or giving a birth to a child and all. In India, the movie are played in two parts. One is before interval and the another one can be called post interval. There is an interval in between the movie and there exists a time gap and opportunity for continuous storytelling is not present. Fun fact, watching Grace eat, I too ordered noodles in the theaters. As I repeatedly say, I watch movie more than once generally. Same thing here. Watch the movie thrice till now, just to experience it. Sometimes what happens is we enjoy a movie while watching it the second time, or maybe when it comes on TV few years later. So, let me tell you the presence of vintage and age-old T800 or the 850 model on screen is always a delight to watch and keeps us engaging and edge of our seats. Here too, they can be seen in starting scene of the movie. Well, the plot starts the day after Judgment Day, and please be ready to be shocked as there is something disturbing and painful right in the beginning of the movie. And 22 years later, the story shifts to Mexico City. the two Terminators arrive. The arrival of Rev 9, played by Gabriel, is so tight. By that I mean his mission is to find and terminate Dani, played by Nataliya. He arrives the very next scene. Dani leaves her home with her brother, played by Diego Boneta. Oh man, if he had come just a bit early, the movie would have been finished very fast, isn't it? That's just me kidding, guys. Action scenes followed by this looks convincing and it really impressed me. There is bloodshed in the movie, skulls can be seen, and even a poor mosquito is cut in half for no reason. There is enough action, of course. Guys who wanted a relentless killing machine like the T-1000 shouldn't be disappointed with the Rev 9 model of Gabriel because he does a very good job and looks convincing and does anything to complete his mission. He can be seen smiling and having a conversation to get things done which help in the mission. You might know Rev 9 is capable of disguising itself into anything it touches. It would be interesting if Rev 9 would disguise as Arnold's model, as Rev 9 did have contact with Arnold in the plane sequence. I liked Hanan's human character Grace, played by Mackenzie Davis. She is believable and I did find some attachment to the character. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor still has it and can be seen kicking ass in the movie. She still has the beauty in her eyes. There's conversation about funerals, goodbye, which is relevant to the Terminator series. There is a sequence where Grace, Sarah, and Dani escape from a prison using helicopter, and Rev 9 just misses them. It would have been great if a part of his body was stuck on the helicopter. He could have tracked the chopper, like in Terminator 2 Judgment Day hospital scene escape. I don't know if this actually happened because leads escape prison in a chopper and in very next scene Rev 9 can be seen asking police officials about place from where he can get a chopper. But we never see a part of Rev 9 model merging back into him. But somehow he does find Arnold's hideout. And what about Arnold? Always good to see the original action hero Arnold back on screen. Makers add some comic element after he enters. My initial impressions are that the writers had to add some story to explain his existence. Just wish they had other options rather than the one where the Terminator becomes a family man, but not as a human would. Understood my reference, guys? Sarah and Arnold don't get off on the same foot. Reason I cannot disclose because it would be a major spoiler. Arnold does have dialogues about purpose, choices, and fate, again relevant for Terminator series. Here he is Model 101. Team of Arnold, Grace, and Sarah start training Dana. Here, a memorable scene is when Sarah just steps in and says the required words, and Dani gets a hang of the guns. Iconic bullets that killed T-1000 also makes a comeback. Hooray! And that too in slow motion during the plane sequence. You guys remember the same bullets that enters into Terminator's body and it explodes? The same one, guys. There's something about Arnold's presence as the Terminator. In final battles, most times his arm is cut off in climatic battles. And yes, Arnold's model is the last man standing. By that I mean when enemy is terminated, Arnold's model will still have bit power in it and iconic red light in the robot's eyes is still on. Happened in T3 and here too. Technically, last 45 minutes of the movie is full of high octane action, guys. Would like to talk about the character arc of main character Dani in the movie. Initially, she is bold and stands for what's morally right and just. This can be seen when she does have a conversation with their boss when her brother's place is replaced by a machine. Again, a glimpse of what happens when we over rely on machines. Human is replaced. Sad. Also, Dani is seen empathizing to others by saying, I am sorry, once to Sarah, Arnold, and Grace. We don't see her taking on challenges and confident in fight sequences for some time. Her transformation and the reveal that she is the one who rescued Grace and mentored her and sent her back looked all of a sudden really interesting to see how they carry on the characters. If I have to sum it up, Dark Fate might not be a complete movie, but if you sit patiently through a few comedy scenes and dialogues, there is interesting Terminator stuff going on. Another movie in Terminator franchise. Action is good. Look, these days I think it's all about creativity and bringing in new ideas on the table. With the technology in hand, nothing seems impossible. I enjoy fights being on ground, which I got in most parts. I think fans are still searching and waiting for the film which will win them over and also the critics. I don't know. It's not a bad movie, watchable and would be worth your buck if you enjoy Terminator in general. Thank you for the experience, Dark Fate. People, I know this video would be considered a bit late in few parts of the world, I believe, but me being a Terminator fan just had to post one. And also when you search in YouTube, you can filter your search. Please try it. Kindly search for latest uploaded videos. By this you can see newly uploaded videos, our opinions, and will help motivate us making videos. Kindly leave comments below if you want to add your opinions. Like this video or dislike this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my video. And my channel name Dobara Decore means watch it again. Thank you people. Have a great day. Take care.